Alright, hey guys, how are you doing today? I'm the Saiyan17 and welcome to my biggest versus match yet. A lot of people asked for this, and this is one of those fights many people have been wondering how it would play out. Now obviously, as you can see from the title of the video, this is a versus battle between Son Goku from the Dragon Ball series against Madara Uchiha from Naruto. Now this video is going to have a lot of information, so please make sure you don't skip any parts, because I know for a fact someone's going to skip ahead and miss one of the key points of information. Now, you Naruto fans have been saying this for a long time, that Madara's techniques are too much for Goku to handle. I've seen countless people posting pictures comparing Madara to Super Saiyan God, and to be honest, in my head I'm just like, wow, this is definitely a new breed of idiots. And usually I would just laugh it off, but it's gotten to the point where the Narutards they're actually serious. You know, they actually believe that Madara would not only beat Goku, but kill him in all areas of the fight. Now, I heard someone say that Goku is a fly compared to Madara. So yeah, you know, I told you people in my last video, not in my last video, in my Q&A actually, that I will expose Madara. And I also said that Goku would demolish Madara. I'm not a person who goes back on my words. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's begin. Goku versus Madara. Now, you guys already know how I break down each fight. We have 4 categories, which are strength, speed, skill/techniques, and then durability. Now, before we go into those, we have to talk about energy type, which is something both Naruto and Dragon Ball Z fans forget about when comparing these characters. In the Naruto universe, we have something called chakra, and in the Dragon Ball universe, we have ki. Let's talk about chakra first, okay? Chakra is essential to even the most basic technique. It is the molding of the physical energy present in every cell of the body and the spiritual energy gained from exercise and experience. Once molded, it can be channeled through the chakra circulatory system, which is to chakra as the regular circulatory system is to blood, to any of the 361 chakra points called tenketsu in the body. Through various methods, the most common of which is hand seals, the chakra can then be controlled and manipulated to create an effect that would not be possible otherwise, such as walking on water, exhaling fire, or creating illusions. Right? So now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about ki. Ki is the force used by Dragon Ball characters. This force also bears some realistic tendencies, being that it is used in the real-life martial arts such as Kung Fu and Tai Chi. This force is tangible energy inside every living person, with its major focus being in the center of the body. By drawing it out, an individual is able to manipulate it and use it for performances outside the body. Ki can also be used for many different techniques. It is necessary to increase one's ki to become strong, because there are physical limits to the strength of the human body itself. In order to overcome that barrier, usually the more concentrated the masses are, the more time the user requires to draw it out by powering up. When fighters gather ki, they are able to gain enhanced strength, speed, endurance, and can increase the power of their attacks to inflict greater damage to their opponents. Now, according to Akira Toriyama, ki is made up of 3 components. The first one is energy, second one is courage, and the third one is mind. Also, ki can be positive or negative depending on the user. For example, Goku would obviously have positive ki, while someone like Frieza would have negative ki. So hopefully you understand that, because some people actually get confused and think that chakra and ki are the same type of energy. Nope, like I said before, chakra is something that flows through the circulatory system like blood. That's why Naruto characters are able to, pinpoint different parts of the body and attack them, which stops the flow of chakra. While ki, on the other hand, is something that's stored in the body. An example would be like a light bulb, or a mini version of a sun inside of you. That's your life force. Once that light bulb burns out, you basically are useless, you're dead, right? So now that we have that out of the way, we can go to our first category, which is strength. Now, Madara's raw strength can repel a man twice his size, several feet away with a single punch or kick, knocking down an oncoming group of shinobi in the process, and nonchalantly lift and toss several people. That's it. And we've seen that from him when he was fighting against the Shinobi Alliance. That's impressive. I mean, especially for a Naruto character. He was taking out many different people at the same time with no effort. But now let's take a look at Goku. Now, 1 second. You Naruto fans were telling me that Madara would pretty much destroy Goku even if Goku was at his maximum power, right? Well, here's Goku training in Otherworld. Now, as you can see, Goku is lifting weights, right? Shortly after, they increase the weight to 10 tons on each limb, meaning Goku in total is lifting 40 tons in Super Saiyan 1. Now, for those of you who don't know, 40 tons is equivalent to 80,000 pounds in Super Saiyan 1. This is nowhere close to what Goku can lift if he goes to Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, or even Super Saiyan God. Why would I even bother going that far when Goku literally destroys Madara in strength, even in his Super Saiyan 1 form? To be honest with you, we don't even need Super Saiyan. Goku in his normal form even lifts more than Madara. You don't believe me? Take a look, people. This was before Goku even became a Super Saiyan. When Goku and Frieza were fighting on planet Namek, Frieza literally rips a chunk of the planet out, the size of an island. An island. And he throws it at Goku. And look how small they are compared to it. And look what Goku does. This is what he does. He smiles at it, and he catches the damn thing. He catches the island. This is before he even knows how to become Super Saiyan. He hasn't even unlocked that power yet. Now let's go back to my Q&A video, in which that person told me that I was biased towards Dragon Ball Z. He also said that he believes Madara would get a complete win over Goku, meaning that Madara would beat Goku in every single area of the fight. Then he tells me not to do it ignorantly, and that I should go and learn all of Madara's powers and abilities. Now, my friend, I have something to say to you. I just proved to you that Goku demolishes Madara when it comes to strength, even in his normal form. So already that complete win you were talking about is out the window. It doesn't exist. So next time, think before you leave a comment. And how about you go and do some research on Goku, because clearly you haven't even seen Dragon Ball Z. This was only the first category, and I've already exposed a Narutard. What did I tell you, people? The first category, strength, obviously goes to Goku. Alright, let's move on to the second category, which is speed. Now, Madara's speed, reflexes, and agility enables him to quickly cover large distances that most enemy shinobi cannot react to, and effectively dodge attacks such as Gaara's sand attacks, right? Now let me tell you that Madara isn't even the speed of sound. Madara has never performed anything to that level. Why do you think the characters in Naruto don't use guns? If they started using guns, it would pretty much kill the entire show, because some guns do exceed the speed of sound, and these ninjas can't even outrun a bullet. You don't believe me? Here's part of an interview from the creator of Naruto, Masashi Kishimoto. There you go. He didn't put firearms and weapons and explosives on purpose, because do you really think these ninjas can outrun friggin' nuclear bombs and stuff? No. You drop a nuclear bomb on the Hidden Leaf Village, it's done. It's really done. It's gonna wipe it out. Now let's take a look at Goku from Dragon Ball. Not even Dragon Ball Z. Take a look at this. Goku dodging bullets without a problem, right? Here's another one, where Goku pretends he has 8 arms. And Master Roshi actually figures it out. He says it's just an optical illusion, he's just moving his arms quickly. He was moving his arms so fast that it looked like he had 8 of them. Here's another one where Goku was moving so fast that people think he vanished. The human eye can't even detect his movements. They can't even keep up with his movements. Here's another one where Goku was fighting Piccolo in Dragon Ball. He disappears again. This time even Kami couldn't see him. And Kami's a god. Even his eyes couldn't detect Goku's speed. So if Goku is so much faster than Madara in Dragon Ball, do we really need to bring Dragon Ball Z into this? Goku in Dragon Ball Z is easily faster than light. He could run 1,000,000 laps around Madara, and he wouldn't even see him. Madara just cannot keep up with Goku's speed. Imagine, people, didn't you see Battle of Gods? Goku punched a hole through King Kai's planet with a single fist. Do you honestly think that Madara can keep up with that? Imagine having fists flying at your face, moving at the speed of light, that have enough power to punch a hole through a planet. Not even close. Not close at all, people. Goku destroys Madara once again in speed. It's like comparing a cheetah to a turtle, seriously. It is, I'm not even joking. So this category, once again, goes to Goku. Alright, next category we have is skills/techniques. Now this is where a lot of you Naruto fans think that Madara would just completely destroy Goku. We already know Goku's abilities, so I'm not going to waste any time listing them for no reason. But let's take a look at Madara's techniques, one by one, and see if they could work on Goku. Now the first one we have is sensory perception, meaning Madara can detect and recognize chakra signatures from great distances. Now Goku doesn't have chakra, he has ki, so this is completely useless against him. Then we have taijutsu, which is literally body techniques, which don't require chakra. This is basically martial arts, right? Hand-to-hand combat. Now first of all, I've said this many times before, Goku is a martial arts genius who's been training his entire life. He's mastered Earth's fighting styles and also from the other world. He would absolutely destroy Madara in a hand-to-hand fight. And thanks to him being a Saiyan, it would be extremely easy for him to adapt to taijutsu, so he could actually learn it himself as he fights Madara. Taijutsu is completely useless against Goku. Next is ninjutsu, which means ninja techniques. Now there are two types of it. Number one is shape transformation, which deals with controlling the form, movement, and potency of chakra. And the second one is nature transformation, which deals with changing the physical properties of chakra into an element such as wind, water, fire, earth, or lightning. Now Madara has a natural affinity to fire release, right? So he can use many styles of these techniques. One of his strongest fire release can incinerate forests, but it can easily be blocked by several ninjas using water release to counter it. Now it wouldn't have an effect on Goku. Dragon Ball characters can easily use their ki to push back things such as fire. Here's an example of Krillin putting out a forest fire using a ki blast cannon. Here's Goku doing the same. If a bunch of random ninjas can block this attack, Goku would have absolutely no trouble in doing so himself. It's completely useless against him. Madara can also use wind release, which allows him to create powerful wind pressures against his opponents. This also has no use against Goku. The funny thing is Goku can create more powerful wind pressures than Madara. Have you guys seen what happens when Goku powers up? The entire planet shakes. Everything around him goes flying away because of the force of his ki. Goku can literally blow Madara away if he stood next to him. Another attack Madara can use is wood release, allowing him to create trees or various types of plants, right? Now again, this is completely useless against Goku. He can easily break through these without even using any force. Listen people, Goku has the power to destroy planets. Do you think trees are going to stop him? He can literally fly through them. Another attack Madara has is the wood dragon technique. He can use this wooden dragon to restrain targets or even absorb chakra. Now again, this is completely useless against Goku. He can destroy this entire wood dragon with a single punch. And what's the point of absorbing chakra? Goku doesn't have any, right? Now, just like the previous taijutsu and ninjutsu, we now have genjutsu, which literally means illusionary techniques. These are techniques that are employed in the same fashion as ninjutsu, requiring chakra and hand seals. However, the primary difference between the two is that the effects of genjutsu are illusionary. Instead of attacking the victim's body like taijutsu or ninjutsu, genjutsu actually manipulates the flow of chakra in the victim's brain, therefore causing a disruption in their senses. Genjutsu is created when a ninja controls the chakra flow of the opponent's cerebral nervous system, thereby affecting their 5 senses. Now this goes back to what I said before. Ki and chakra are not the same thing. Goku doesn't have chakra. He doesn't have a chakra flow in his cerebral nervous system. There is nothing for Madara to manipulate, meaning genjutsu is pretty much useless on Goku since he has ki. Now Madara has displayed, since childhood, versatile and skillful use of wide range of weaponry, including shuriken jutsu and kenjutsu. Now this is probably his most useless techniques. Weapons such as swords, shurikens, and kunais are completely useless against Goku. Goku was able to block Trunks' sword using one finger, and with no effort. Weapons aren't even going to scratch Goku, and they'll probably break even if they come in contact with him. Goku was deflecting bullets in Dragon Ball when he was a kid. If he can block bullets, do you honestly think that weapons are going to affect him? This is so stupid. Now Madara can use his chakra to create wood clones of himself. This again is pointless, and all it's going to do is waste Madara's chakra. Listen, Madara is so weak and slow compared to Goku. Even having 100 different clones of himself won't matter. Goku wouldn't even need to punch him. He can literally use the force of his ki to destroy them. All Goku needs to do is use a spirit shot, which has enough power to deal with multiple opponents at the same time. Remember, Bardock used this when he was surrounded by many enemies, so clones aren't a problem for Goku at all. He can wipe them all out with a single ki blast, man. Madara has something called a Sharingan, which means copy wheel eye. The Sharingan's abilities consist of two parts, the Eye of Insight and the Eye of Hypnotism. The first power the Sharingan has is being able to see chakra flow, which is completely useless against Goku, right? He doesn't have chakra. The second ability is that it grants the user an incredible clarity of perception, allowing them to easily recognize genjutsu and different forms of chakra. As the Sharingan evolves, this ability extends to being able to track fast-moving objects. However, even though the user may be able to see an attack or know it's coming, their body may not always have time to react. Meaning if Madara actually did see Goku's attack coming, his body wouldn't be able to dodge it since Goku is literally faster than light, and Madara can't even move at the speed of sound. His reflexes are way too slow. The only thing he would see is Goku's fist flying at his face, and the only thing he can do is take it like a bitch. So this ability is useless as well. The Sharingan's third and most well-known ability is that it grants the user the ability to copy almost any technique that he or she witnesses. The user can memorize ninjutsu, genjutsu, and taijutsu with near-perfect accuracy, allowing the user to use techniques as their own. However, one must have the skill or ability to perform them. Now this would work easily on Naruto characters because they all have the same type of energy, which is chakra, and most of the moves they use are with hand signs, meaning Madara can copy these hand signs and use it against them. But Goku doesn't have chakra, and he has ki, right? And no one from Dragon Ball Z uses hand signs, meaning Madara cannot copy any of Goku's moves, and even if he did, he wouldn't be able to use them since they require ki, and that's something Madara's body does not produce, so even this is useless against Goku. Now the Sharingan's final commonly used ability is capable of inducing a brand of hypnosis that involves suggesting actions and thoughts to the opponent through genjutsu cast by simple eye contact between two characters. Look what it says, people. It requires a genjutsu cast, and I already showed you that genjutsu is pointless because Goku does not have chakra. It will not work on him. Now here we're going to look at two techniques that Naruto fanboys love to hype up. Izanagi and Izanami. Let's take a look at Izanagi first. This is once again a genjutsu, but this one actually will work. Why? Because Izanagi is a genjutsu that is cast on the user instead of the opponent. When activated, the user removes the boundaries between reality and illusion within their personal space to a degree in which the user is able to control their state of existence, meaning that during the battle, the user remains physically real, but this technique is capable of turning any injuries and even death inflicted upon them while the technique is active into mere illusions. Whenever the user receives a fatal injury, he automatically fades away and then returns back to reality, physically real and undamaged. But it is normally active for only the briefest of moments. Even though, Izanagi can work 100% in this fight, it wouldn't really do much. Goku has enough power to destroy Madara using a charged up ki blast. So if Madara does use Izanagi to return from that, what is it gonna do? Yeah, he blocked one ki blast. Here's another one. You know what I mean? Goku can just fire another ki blast. It's not hard, it barely takes any ki. Izanagi only lasts for a few moments, and there is one big downfall for it. After using it, the user will lose that eye, and it will close, meaning Madara's chance of winning will be cut down. So Izanagi, even though it can be used, it's still completely useless against Goku. Let's move on to the second one, which is Izanami. This is another genjutsu technique, but this time this affects the opponent. It makes them get stuck in a loop of events which take place during the battle, meaning that these events would take place in Goku's mind over and over and over again, and he wouldn't be able to change the course of it. Oh wait, there's just one problem though. It's a genjutsu. What have we already learned about genjutsu? It won't work on Goku. Izanami is once again useless, and it also has a downfall. After using it, it will cause blindness in that eye, so once again Madara would decrease his chances of winning for no damn reason. Now let me be nice to Madara, and let's say somehow Goku did have chakra, right? Somehow he did, and this genjutsu actually did work. How would he get out of it? How would Goku, break out of this? In order to escape it, a person has to accept himself the way he is. And we all know that Goku is 100% pure of heart, right? He's 100% pure of heart. We learned that way back in Dragon Ball. And Goku has accepted several times of being defeated, even in the latest movie Battle of Gods, right? Not only that, but remember what Toriyama said? Ki is made up of 3 components: energy, courage, and mind. Do you know how much ki Goku has at the end of Dragon Ball Z? It's so high that you can't even calculate it. Goku, when he first transformed into a Super Saiyan, had a power level of 150 million. That number is Goku's energy, courage, and mind. Can you imagine what his power level would be at the end of Dragon Ball Z, or even in Battle of Gods? Do you people know how strong Goku's will is? Even when he has nothing left, he still comes back. In Battle of Gods, Goku ran out of power when he tried blocking Beerus' energy ball, right? But remember what happened? That spark in him lit back up and he instantly transformed into a Super Saiyan God. Goku is a monster both physically and mentally. Same with Vegeta. How else was he able to block Babidi's mind control when he was Majin Vegeta? He was in control of it. Do you really think that Madara's silly little eye tricks are going to affect him? No way. Now Madara, along with his younger brother Izuna, were the first Uchiha to awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan. He eventually started going blind from overusing it, and he had to take his younger brother's eyes in order to regain his sight. Now this also gave him an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, which granted him with even greater power. Now the Amaterasu is the highest level fire release technique, and the use of this technique puts a great deal of strain on the user, usually causing their eyes to bleed. These flames are said to be as hot as the sun, which is obviously false, because if that were the case, Naruto characters would die instantly since they don't have the durability anywhere close to surviving the sun's temperature. Though the flames have been stated to be unavoidable, Amaterasu has been avoided a few times. Sasuke actually managed to dodge the flames when Itachi tried focusing it on him. Even though Itachi didn't want to kill him, this just shows you, how slow the attack really is. Even the 4th Raikage avoided an Amaterasu instantly, and this was in close range. If characters as slow as these can dodge the flames, then Goku, who is faster than light, should have absolutely no problem. Even if Goku doesn't dodge them, he can just use his Ki Shield. Many characters have used this technique in the Dragon Ball world, including Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Bojack, Boo, Android 17, Broly, Cell, all these characters, right? This barely requires any ki, and it'll easily stop these flames. That's it, people. Alright, next we have Tsukiyomi, which is supposed to be the most powerful genjutsu in existence, and only those who have awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan can perform it. Like I said earlier, Madara has done that. Now Tsukiyomi requires eye contact to be performed, trapping the target within an illusion completely under the user's control. Only problem is, it's a genjutsu. It can only be created when a ninja controls the chakra flow of the opponent's cerebral nervous system, meaning Tsukiyomi is pretty much pointless. Eye contact isn't going to do anything. Next we have the Susanoo. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm not a Naruto fan, so I don't know. The Susanoo is the third ability granted by the Mangekyo Sharingan. Now this actually creates a gigantic humanoid being that surrounds the user. It surrounds them, right? It is the user's guardian deity, but at the same time, it consumes the user's life. Now the final form of Madara's Susanoo is an enormous construct. Madara's mastery over Susanoo has given him one more stage past the final form, which he accesses by stabilizing its chakra. Now according to Madara, the offensive power of his Susanoo is comparable to that of a tailed beast. So what? Still not a planet buster like Goku, not even close in power. Now as users gain additional control, musculature and skin actually begin to appear on top of Susanoo's bones, which progressively completes the full skeletal structure. It is only when Susanoo's growth is fully matured, and therefore the user is completely surrounded. That's the only time he's completely surrounded. The Susanoo's attack was actually stopped by Hashirama. He had enough time to use his wood release technique and catch the Susanoo's sword. His attack was stopped using wood. Now the Susanoo can also be destroyed using attacks that are stronger than it. Vegeta's Gallic gun had enough power to destroy the Earth, and this was during the Saiyan saga, right? The first saga of Dragon Ball Z. Goku countered it with a Kamehameha. Now one Kamehameha to the Susanoo, and that's the end of it. And remember, Gaara was able to drag Madara out of his Susanoo using the sand underneath his feet. Now Goku can do the exact same thing. Instant transmission. Instant transmission right to Madara. Pull this guy out of there. Slap the living shit out of him. Goku doesn't even need to waste time dealing with this giant blue Pinocchio. He can just go straight to Madara and beat the living shit out of him. Now Madara can also use a technique called Tengai Shinsei, which allows him to draw massive meteorites from the upper atmosphere down towards a specific location on the ground. Now some Naruto fans actually believe that this attack can destroy entire planets, right? Which is not true at all. These meteors, like it says, have been created in Earth's atmosphere, so the speed in which they're dropping isn't very fast. Like I showed you earlier, Goku picked up an entire island before he even knew how to become a Super Saiyan. These meteors would be absolutely nothing for him, and something as small as a ki blast or an energy blast would destroy them without a problem. These meteors have been stopped once before by the third Tsuchikage, so Goku should have no problem with them, even in his base form. Now several years after infusing himself with Hashirama's cells, Madara awakened something called the Rinnegan. Now due to its nature as a heightened form of his own eyes, Madara possesses the ability to switch back and forth between his eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and his Rinnegan at will. With the Rinnegan, Madara can access powers of the Six Paths technique. Now the Six Paths technique is the origin of the unique techniques bestowed by the Rinnegan. There are actually 7 of these paths, but I don't know why it's called 6 paths. Go ask the idiots who made Naruto, alright? Anyway, so the first path is called Deva Path. It allows Madara to manipulate gravity, so he has the power to pull and push things away. This won't work on Goku. Gravity manipulation is nothing. Goku's been wearing weighted clothing since Dragon Ball. He trains on King Kai's planet, which has 10 times the gravity of Earth. On his way to Namek, Goku was training up to 100 times Earth's gravity. The Deva Path doesn't do anything near that. Goku would be able to resist this with no problem. The second path is Asura Path. It grants the user the ability to summon mechanized armor, augmenting their body with extra limbs and various mechanical weaponry. Now, for example, the user can, fire their forearms as long as, to use them as long-range projectiles, or they can pull them off to reveal fire missiles and stuff like that. Are you kidding me? Weapons and missiles. This stuff couldn't stop Goku in Dragon Ball when he was a kid. In Dragon Ball Z, we have androids who are much more advanced in technology, and Goku would whoop their ass. Again, Asura Path is not going to do anything to Goku. What, are you going to kill him with a missile? Get out of here. The third path is Human Path. Now, this gives the user the ability to read the mind of any target by placing his hand on the target's head or chest and yanking the soul out of the body. How the hell is this gonna work on Goku when Madara can't even touch him? You think Goku's just gonna come and sit in front of Madara and be like, hey man, I'll give you enough time to put your hand on my head so you can read my mind? No. Get the hell out of here. Pointless, people. The fourth path is Animal Path, which gives the user the ability to summon various animals and creatures to aid them in battle. They can summon animals like a giant rhino, or a giant centipede, or maybe a giant panda. Are you people serious? Are you Naruto fans, serious? You want to fight Goku with a fucking animal? In Dragon Ball Z we had great apes, right? These apes were used to wipe out entire planets. And you're gonna bring a giant panda to beat Goku with. Have you even seen Goku versus Hirudegarn, people? Goku would flick these giant animals away. Get the hell out of here. This is a freaking joke, man. Can this Madara guy even fight on his own, or does he need to summon things each time? Like, he sounds like a freaking chicken, man. He doesn't even fight on his own. Summon this, I'm gonna summon. What happens when he needs to go to the washroom? Does he need someone? Does he summon someone to wipe his ass for him as well? What the hell is this? It's a freaking joke. The fifth path is Preta Path, which allows Madara to absorb chakra in any form. Too bad Goku doesn't have chakra. I'd like to see absorb ki. Again, what a waste. Useless. The sixth path is Naraka Path. This grants the user two abilities: interrogation and restoration by using the King of Hell. Now the King of Hell is this ugly giant head which sprouts out of the ground, surrounded by purple flames. It's capable of discerning whether an individual is lying or not. What the hell is this? What the hell is the purpose of this? Is this a fight or an interview? Move on, man. The seventh path is the Outer Path, which grants the user the ability to control life and death by reviving the death. Now this is not allowed. Even though Goku would destroy anyone Madara brings, it would be considered as outside help, and then we could just call Vegeta to whoop Madara's ass. So this is a strict one-on-one fight, just like every other versus match I've done. So there you go, guys. I just went through a huge list of Madara's most powerful techniques, and as you can see, most of them don't even work on Goku, and it wouldn't even touch him, right? Let's take a look at some of Goku's techniques. Kamehameha. Madara is not faster than a Kamehameha, nor does he have the ability to stop it. It's too strong for him, right? It's easily too strong for Madara. Now, then we have Dragon Fist. This will go straight through Madara, and he cannot block it. I'd like to see Madara block a giant golden key dragon. Good luck with that. Oh yeah, and even though none of Madara's silly eye techniques would work on Goku, even if they had, Goku can just use Solar Flare. This would blind Madara and give Goku enough time to kick his ass. All he needs to do is punch him anyways. One punch, that's it. It's not hard. It's really not hard. I don't think I need to bring in any more of Goku's techniques because Madara cannot block them, and even one Kamehameha is enough to beat him. So even this category, as you guys saw, goes to Goku. Madara might have more techniques, but what's the point when they do nothing to Goku? It's about quality over quantity, people. None of Madara's techniques can be compared to a full-powered Super Saiyan 3 Kamehameha. That's a fact. That freaking Kamehameha can destroy entire solar systems. What's Madara gonna do? Nothing. He's gonna take it like a bitch. Now, the fourth and last category we have is durability. This again is no competition. Even though Madara is the big villain in the anime and the manga, that doesn't stop characters from ragdolling him. Yes, he does survive, but I'm sorry, the characters in Naruto are pathetic. Easy question is, people, can Madara block this attack? Is Madara's body durable enough to block an attack of this magnitude? Cell could wipe out an entire solar system with his Kamehameha. Imagine Beerus. Madara has never, I repeat, never, ever been hit like this. Naruto characters are far from planet busters. Even Madara at his max can never achieve this power. He has never, and he never will in the manga or the anime. Meanwhile, Goku stops these attacks every single time, whether it's from Vegeta, Frieza, Cell, Boo, Beerus, Cooler, Broly, Janemba, Hirudegarn, Android 13. You know what I mean? Look at this. This is from Dragon Ball, when Goku was a teen, right? Piccolo hits him with an attack that sent buildings flying. Everything in its path was destroyed, right? Look at the boats are flying everywhere, right? Now look at this. It's basically a nuclear bomb. Take a look what Goku does. He's standing in the same place, smiling at Piccolo. That huge impact didn't even move him one bit. This is from Dragon Ball. Can Madara do that? It's common sense, people. Goku is literally 100 times durable than Madara. So, let's just give him that last check mark. So there's no point of comparing these characters, man. So now that I've broken down these characters, you can already tell how the fight would play out. Goku is literally stronger, faster, smarter. He has more effective techniques, and he is a heck of a lot more durable than Madara. Goku could end this fight with just a single punch if he wanted to. It's not hard to punch Madara. Now let me bend the rules of this. Let's use Edo Tensei Madara. For those of you who don't know, Edo Tensei Madara cannot be killed. The only way to beat him is to seal him away, which obviously Goku cannot do. Now this is something I've never done before. A mortal being versus an immortal being. Many would say it's unfair. Nothing's really going to change though. Everything that I listed before will stay the same. Goku's still faster. He's still stronger. Madara's techniques still have no effect on him. Madara does have unlimited chakra, but what's the point? What can he even do with that chakra to hurt Goku? You know what I mean? So how does Goku deal with a person who cannot die and constantly regenerates? Simple. Goku will need to disable him from fighting. You don't even need to throw a single punch at him. Listen, Goku has enough power to literally flick Madara deep into space. There's no way Madara can come back from that. He won't be able to breathe. He will die and then come back. Die and then come back. It's going to be an endless cycle of torture for him, right? Another way is that Goku can use his instant transmission and he can teleport Madara to a deserted planet with a much higher gravity than Earth, literally light years away. Madara won't even be able to move and he'll be stuck on that planet forever. You do know that instant transmission allows Goku to travel between the living world and the other world. He can literally take Madara to another realm and he can leave him there forever. It's literally 100% impossible for him to come back. Madara cannot travel between realms. It's impossible. Another way is that Goku can blast Madara into the sun like he did to Cooler. Will Madara regenerate? Yes, but he will instantly die each and every single time. Again, it's going to be endless torture for him. He's going to wish that he wasn't immortal, man. Do you guys know how big the sun is? You can fit more than 1 million Earths inside the sun. I'm sorry, people, but this is a fight that Madara just cannot win. He can't. These Naruto characters are nothing more than flies. Even Krillin or Yamcha can use a Kamehameha wave to do the same thing. So, there you go, people. This actually isn't even a fight. Characters like Krillin and Yamcha are actually more powerful than Madara as well. And that's not even an opinion, that's a fact. You can go look it up. The way you Naruto fans hyped up Madara was like if he was some sort of god or something. If that's what you people call a god, I'm sorry to tell you that if Goku came to the Naruto universe, all these characters would be nothing more than a bunch of flies. So there you go. This was the last time I'm ever using a Naruto character for a versus match. These characters are pathetic, man. Madara is nothing more than a joke. And by the way, what happened to that complete win of yours? Now, let me end the video using a quote, right? By the greatest boxer of all time, Muhammad Ali. Now, this quote actually fits perfectly with this fight. Here it is. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The hands can't hit what the eyes can't see. Remember that, people. And with that, I end this video. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Son Goku takes this fight all day, every day. Not even a competition, people. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace.